What's up, PokeNet? Tonight we're going to be live streaming some Raging Bolt decks. So there's a whole bunch of different ones we're going to run actually tonight. And the reason we're doing this is I want to find out which is the best one or which one I play best. So that's the challenge tonight, is to get a bunch of different games in with Raging Bolt and decide which one I like best or plays best. So we got three different ones we're going to kind of be going through tonight. And I don't necessarily have a current favorite. I like all of them. I've been testing all three of them out a little bit the last couple days. So the first one I just have is Bolt Box on here because this is the Noctowl, the Hoot Hoot Noctowl lineup. And so because of that, we can have a lot of different things going on. So we have a lot more Pokemon in here. You know, we have like one of a lot of specific things, because with Noctowl we can just go grab what we need. So so with that lineup, it's very different than the other two because we have such a variety of things we got going on. So I think we're going to start with this deck tonight, the Bolt Box, as I have it listed. And then we also have this new lineup that's been doing some work in Japan, which is essentially just Raging Bolt Ogerpon, but we do have a Koraidon in here, right? So this is our only other attacker with this Koraidon. So I mean, there's very few cards in this deck. You're looking at all of them. That's everything in this deck. But again, it's been winning in Japan. I played it today for a bit, and it is pretty fun and interesting. So we'll play that one a little bit. And then the next one we're going to play is the one I've been playing the last. I played this at the last challenge, which is Raging Bolt with Mega Kangaskhan Meowth. So that's what we're using for our draw support in this one. I think what's tough with this, right, is having the 3 prize Pokemon makes it a little bit tougher. But with Meowth, we're able to get into the Crispin as often as we need to, practically, it seems like. So, yeah, so we're going to be running several different Raging Bolt decks tonight, and we'll kind of see which one we like the best. And then, like we've been doing the last few nights, we're going to be throwing out code cards, so hopefully you guys can use those. We got a whole ETB this week that we're giving out to the viewers, so yeah, grab those things up. Hopefully you can put them to use. Yeah, and then otherwise we're running Raging Bolt all night. Again, we're getting a big variety of different decks we're running. We're going to start with Bolt Box. Probably wait here a sec till we get a couple more people in stream, and then you gotta let me know how you're doing tonight. If you have a favorite Pokemon deck that you're playing right now, like what you want to see. And then I'm also always taking votes on what decks we need to be testing. So you gotta jump in the chat and let me know on those things what you're thinking. So all right, let's go ahead. Let's go see what we can do with this Bolt Box deck, right? So kind of an interesting deck for sure. I think as long as you can get into Noctowl, into Hoot Hoots and Noctowls, you're in great shape, right? But unfortunately, it runs terrible if you don't get them. So part of why I've in the past not loved this Hoot Hoot Noctowl lineup, just because it takes a few more pieces to make it run. Where with the Mega Kangaskhan deck, our draw support ends up going through a lot easier, it feels like. So again, we'll be running a bunch of different Raging Bolt decks tonight, and we'll check out to see which one I play best with. So we've got I got a list here going of which deck I'm playing with, what our win-loss record is, what decks we're playing against. That way I've got a good idea on what I'm playing the best with too. So I mean, heck, it's a lot easier to get into what we need when we got Fan Rotom, right? Let's see, are we going first or second? They're going first. So we'll just start off here, I think. I don't know if we need to put in Baby Raging Bolt right now, because hard to know if it's going to be what we need to do. Alright, so it looks like we got that Stevens Metagross deck, which can pose some problems because they got several Pokemon that are going to be a problem. One's that Mega Skarmy, because that can knock out Ogre-Pons on the bench. And then the other one that's a problem is the Mega Mawile also knocks us out. Well, speaking of which, right? So the fact that that huge bite's doing 260 can be a problem for Ragin Bolt. So we're going to have to see how this matchup goes. Hopefully this is the only Pokemon they got to start with, because that's definitely going to help us out, I feel like. I don't know if they even run Crispin in this deck. Oh, man. I didn't even know they... This is definitely a different look than I've seen. I don't know if I've seen this deck at all with with a Carmine. So interesting. So maybe this isn't the Stevens Metagross, right? This is going to be the Archaludon. That's actually a better matchup for us. I mean, huge bite's still a problem, but realistically, we can still win the prize race with that 3 prize Pokemon out there for sure. So, and then can we hit? We'll have to see how this runs. I'm not sure what we're going to run into here. So let's. I mean, unfortunately, we're going to have to. We got no supporters other than this Crispin, but that means we're going to have to. we're going to have to run into a stadium. Otherwise, we're not even going to be doing anything, right? Well, I mean, we're not taking a knockout anyway, so I don't know if that matters. Let's just get our board state as best as we can. I think we're going to get rid of the baby roaring Raging Bolt, because that's not going to help us out. And then probably Terrapagos. I don't like that one either. So we'll get rid of those and get a Raging Bolt here, and then let's Crispin attach to Raging Bolt, and we'll get a Grass Energy too, and see what we can get out of that. So kind of check out to see which. We got the same amount of either Lightning and Fighting, so I don't think it matters. And then we'll put Grass in the hand here. Kind of interested to see how this works. I liked Archaludon for a while. I can't say I loved it, but I liked it, right? A little bit different. The next thing that's a little bit tough with the deck we're running right now is we're going to need the Latios to get out of the active, because we don't run any other switches or anything like that. I guess pass. Let's see how this ends up going. I mean, I think we'll be in okay shape. So yeah, looking to get some Raging Bolt in tonight, and then I don't think I'll be on tomorrow night, but maybe we'll be back on Thursday. Kind of just depends on how the week goes. So again, let me know in the chat if there's a certain deck you want to see, if there's something you're really interested in and want to know how well it can play. All right, so we're going to be in an okay spot here, right? Because I think we're going to be able to Crispin. No, it's kind of a bummer they're getting out of the active, right? But they don't have a great hand at all, so let's see how this plays out, what we got going here. All right. Man, I wish I could remember how much damage Archaludon does. I thought, is he doing? He's got 300. I think we're just going to Crispin again. I don't know. Let's see. Unfortunately, we only got one boss in here, so I think we're better off going this way to start with, and then we'll see what happens on the next one for sure. So, yeah, welcome in again. Jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Got some code cards we're going to be giving away tonight too, and then we're playing multiple different Raging Bolt decks tonight to kind of see which one we like the most and how well they can play. So, I mean, I don't know if it's better to pass right here, right? Because we don't really have many other options. I don't know if we need to do anything else. I think we're just gonna pass. Again, I usually like to play super aggressive, so that's why I like Raging Bolt. I mean, realistically, we'll be able to probably get a boss on the next turn. Yeah, so we can at least take a 3 prize. Oh well, we don't even have to. We don't even have to do nothing for it here. So 28. So I guess we'll just take it easy here. We'll just boss this up, and we'll retreat and just take the KO. I guess that's the easiest way through all this, right? We don't have to use any of our Noctowls, so we're still in a great spot moving forward. And we'll be up in the prize race. I don't know if they're going to stay on after this. They may concede after this, right? I mean, we're going to have a huge lead. Again, I think getting into Noctowl Hoot Hoot early is super important, and so if we don't have Fan Rotom turn 1, we're in a ton of trouble. So luckily there, we just got into a great start. So hey guys, welcome in. Jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. We got some live stream going tonight on TCG Live. We're handing out code cards all night. We got a whole ETB we're trying to get through, and right now we're doing all right. We'll see if they get a KO here. We'll see kind of how things work out, but we're already in a decent spot way up. So we're running at least 3 different Raging Bolt decks tonight. So right now we're doing Raging Bolt with Noctowl Hoot Hoot. We'll also run it with Mega Kangaskhan Meowth. And then the other one we have has been really successful in Japan right now, and it's you know, essentially it's just Ogerpon Raging Bolt, and it looks pretty dang sick. Again, it's super easy. I think it's going to be a great deck for beginners and junior level player. It's great for everybody, but it's also a good deck to get started with. All right, so I totally forgot how much this guy's doing. 220. All right, so we'll be all right with this too. So, I mean, I'm not sure what the scoop up net necessarily matters, because we're going to just take a KO on this Archaludon for sure. So, all right, so yeah, dude, I do like that. If you get the Hoot Hoot stuff online, we're just cooking, right? We just start going to work. Let's see how many energy we got over here. So let's you know, and I love Glass Trumpet, man. I think it is so strong. And here, go here. Ooh, no, wrong one. It's energy retrieval. Yeah, so again, let me know what's going on. If there's any decks you guys like playing right now, anything that's a favorite post-rotation deck. I'm still unsure if I have a favorite per se, but I am loving Raging Bolt depending on how you want to play it. All right, and then I think we'll go Noctowl and then Crispin, right? So we're at we're in a great place. We should be just fine here. So we'll Crispin. We'll get this thing working. We're already way out in front. I think we're going to just take the W here. I don't know if this guy's gonna stick around after this one. Let's find out. And then I'm going to Crispin. Let's make sure we got the right energy. I'm pretty sure we got some of each in there. Okay, so all right, well, should be okay. We'll Crispin and I guess let's Night Stretcher, right, to make sure we have all the energies we're going to need. We're going to be able to E-switch anyways, but just kind of see how this works. So yeah, guys, again, jump in the chat. Let me know how things are going. Grab up these code cards. And let's see. So let's go grass fighting. Grass fighting. Come on, bro. Yeah, so we could E-switch, but I don't know if we want to E-switch right now. I think we'll just Night Stretcher for the other lightning. You know, that is one thing I am interested with this one. I think our our energy is a little bit low within this deck comparative to others, and I think we're only running 1 energy retrieval, so I may switch that up to 2 as we're going through this. So let's see, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. All right, and then another thing that's interesting is that this deck is running. All right, sorry here. So make sure I get the math right. So spec the board, bro. I want to take it. I can't remember if he's got a. So he's got Metal Lab. So he's taking. Is that 30 less? I don't think it matters. We gotta just get to 350. So let's go 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35 for the KO. Yeah, dude, I haven't seen Metal Lab in for a bit. Hey, what's going on, man? We doing good tonight? Let's see if we can get the end of this going here. We're running a little low on energies, so I do have the E switch. So see what happens here, what we can make work. Yeah, running a variety of Ragin Bolt decks tonight, seeing which one we like the best and play with the best. So the other night on stream with Ragin Bolt, we went 11 and 3, so pretty dang good night. And I think 2 of those 3 losses we just bricked. We had no shot at it anyway. So 86, what you up to? You got any favorite Pokemon decks right now or what? Oh, I'm great. Yeah, having a good day. Hopefully getting some good run here with Ragin Bolt. I mean, we're off to a good start with this. You know, we took a 3-prize knockout early on to get set up, and then we haven't even needed to really use our Noctowl, so we're in a really good spot so far for sure. I think the toughest thing here is going to be getting these energies back. We got 1 more Night Stretcher left, and I'm unsure if we have another energy retrieval, but even if we don't, we'll still be able to get into the attack. I believe we'll see how this plays out for sure. Yeah, so with no Reshiram, so you're only running it with the with the Zekrom or what? I mean, it's interesting because most people are like teching to go around. All right, so what we got going here? We're in trouble, I think, because I'm unsure where we're going to get all our energy at. We gotta see what we can get to here. All right, so let's go here, here. Yeah, we did end Zoroark last night, I think, and certainly did okay. I mean, it's certainly not my best deck. So yeah, I tested it out last night, and yeah, so you're just essentially going with a ton of different Zekrom. Like you try to get as many. Sorry, not Zekroms, but you're trying to get as many of the Zoroarks in play as you can. Just a ton of draw power and stuff. So I think let's Pokepad just so I can go see what our options are here. I mean, I thought we had another energy retrieval, but we may not. No, and then, man, this is going to be tough. This is one thing I was worried about with this deck, not having enough energy retrievals. And we prized. I think our last prize is probably an energy retrieval or an energy. I'll have to look back at the deck list. So I think, let's see here. Let's go. Does not make a difference what we go with this card. Let's... So how much, I mean, with metal, he's resistant to grass. We got hit to 300. And I'm not sure we can get to that, but let's... Alright, I think we got a couple options. Let's just see what's up. Basically, every time I try to rush you. Yeah, I agree, right? You run out of bench space with and Zoroark for sure. I ran into the same issue multiple times, and such a pain in the butt. Okay, so I think we're going to go Crispin into... I don't think we need this. We need something we can just ditch. We don't need the Terra Orb at this point. Let's go here. Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out this specific build. I put this together today, and there's a few things I'm not necessarily loving. And one of them is the amount of energy that's in this deck. Oh, what the heck? Where's the... All right, there we go. No. I want the lilies. I think at this point, that's our only attacker, and then hopefully he'll be stuck in the active. Or I don't know. We might end up losing this one, but that's my fault for not having this deck list put together very well. Something I got to get fixed, I think, for this next matchup. We'll kind of see what's up with that. Yeah, so I like Zoroark. I just don't play it very well. So that's what I was trying to get to last night, was have a better understanding of what to do. My son really wants to play it, so I'm trying to just be better with that deck. All right, well... Yeah, I don't know here. We're probably in trouble, man. The fact that he doesn't have any single prizes for us to knock out is gonna be a little tough. You know, and I thought certainly, the end deck got so much better with Zekrom, right? I mean, it just pushed it kind of over the top. I mean, being able to get to 290 pretty easily. I mean, get you a ton of KOs, right? And then, I mean, do you run Monkey Dory in that at all, or no? Yeah. Love the Zoroark. Yeah, that's sweet. Was that so I wasn't playing back then. Was that Zoroark similar within how it played? I mean, it's interesting with this, man. Like you said, we're kind of in a world of hurt, but the fact that they didn't KO a 2-prize Pokemon, they're still going to have to take, one monkey. So, I mean, again, you got a chance to get up to 320, right? So, kind of interesting. You running any Meowths in that, or like a Fez? What do you got going for like some draw support? Yeah, this is the other thing I'm unsure of, is we only have one boss in this deck, which does not make me happy. So let's see here. Yeah, so I'm going to E-switch here so we can, hopefully get a grass energy. We're still maybe able to take a KO here on the next turn. Let's kind of see where we end up. I mean, we're going to have to find it. That's the only way around it for sure. Yeah, dude, trade is so sweet. The problem I think that my son runs into at times is what to trade, right? I mean, you get rid of the wrong thing and it comes back to bite you later on. That's really tough. So that's something I kind of I struggle with at times for sure. Yeah, Tadzagiri's probably, again, you're looking for the same thing and having a single prize instead of such an easy 2-prize. You know, and I I don't love Meowth throughout the whole matchups, but you know, there's multiple times I've literally won the matchup because of Meowth. You know, that I run into a Meowth late in the game and I get a boss, or we get the Crispin we need or something, where, oh, well, it's interesting, right? They could just took the KO, instead we get in the dub, which is good. We didn't even have the grass energy for our next turn, but that's fine. I'll take the win. Start off the night 1-0, getting a big W. Yeah, and I think it's hard, especially early game, if your hand size is so small. Trying what to trade is tough, right? I think that's the thing I run into that I struggle with at times. And again, trying to work with my son on that is going to take a little bit. He's a Dragapult player, so we're a year in for him playing Dragapult, and he runs that so smooth. So I don't think we're going to switch off of that right now. He just won our last tournament. You know, he's a junior, but he even beat the Masters champ with his Dragapult Blaziken, and that's what he's going to run at our cup this weekend too. So he's only run it. I mean, we're at probably like 10 total matchups with that Dragapult Blaziken deck, and he's loving it right now. So I think we're going to stick with that for him. But at some point through the year, oh man, this is a terrible start. I hate when we get Iron Leaves like this, right? I mean, at least we could Crispin attack on the next turn. I don't know. That's not good. We're going to have to Brock Scouting. I mean, at least we'll have a chance to get into Noctowls, right? Because we'll just Brox for the Rotom. So I think we're in an okay spot. We'll probably grab that and an Ogerpon, and then let's go see what else we got prized here. So got one Raging Bolt prized, and let's see what else we got going here. Our boss is prized. Gosh dang, dude, where the heck is all our supporters, bro? we're in a world of hurt here. All our supporters are prized. God damn. Christ, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, I was playing Mewtwo a ton like 2 weeks ago, and really liking it, and thought it was, you know, kicking ass for sure. Like I did like it a ton. All right, dude, is there a way we can get out of the active? And take a KO. I mean, we don't have an energy, but we can Crispin. We'll probably Crispin and get out of the active, right? And that way we can at least take a KO here with the Fan Rotom. So I guess that's kind of the play we're going to take. Let's go here. Oh shit, we can't, right? Because we just, my bad. We Brock Scouting. Let's Well, unfortunately, I think that's it. We just got to pass on that. Yeah, so I was playing Mewtwo for pretty strong there for a while. I mean, I love the matchup spreads, but unfortunately, we're not running into many people that are playing like Lucario right now. I mean, I think so many people were talking about Lucario. It's just not getting played like we had kind of hoped. All right, well, it's kind of a bummer. Now we in trouble, bro. And of course, the Pokemon we could need for this matchup is not where we want it to be, right? Let's see here. Let's we'll start with this, and we're gonna have a chance to get into a Raging Bolt for a KO. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I mean, we got quite a bit of work we're gonna have to do. All right, so what's up? We're gonna need we need Area 0. We already got the Ultra Ball, so we can get rid of a couple things for that. And we'll need the Energy Surge. I mean, I think that gets us to the KO. And we'll need the Latios. I mean, I think we got some of the pieces. We'll just kind of see here. So we got the Energy Surge. Let's go here. And we need another one. Yeah, we'll go here because we got another Noctowl with Pokepad. I mean, I think if we can get into the knockout here, we're like freaking in the win, right? I mean, so let's see here. Let's I'm gonna Ultra Ball, Jamming Tower, Crispin. Like you said, we just got to get into the Latios, and then we'll Ultra Ball. We'll get another Ultra Ball, right? So I think we got all the pieces, man. Let's see if we can put this together. This would be pretty sick if we can take this KO. Because realistically, all we need is an Ultra Ball, and something that we can. So we have the E-Switch, so let's get an Ultra Ball, and then something we just want to discard. And then we got the KO here for sure, so that'll be a sick way to start. Yeah, so you got to travel pretty far to get to your cups? Are they pretty close to where you're at, or what? Damn, 6 Alakazams? That's crazy. Alright, let's see. We get rid of the Terra Orb because we definitely don't need that, and we'll grab the Ultra Ball. Yeah, we're going up to a cup this weekend, up out of Vale, so that's where we're headed. Man, I hate getting rid of this unfair stamp, but we're going to take this KO, and I think we'll be sitting in a pretty great spot, right? Although if we don't get much out of this, then we are going to be in a bit of a struggle. But we'll just say we're going to get some fire off of this. We'll get like the Lily's Determination off the. Burp. That's not what I was necessarily looking for, but that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's what we're doing this weekend. And we don't have to go very far. I mean, it's a couple hours to get to the cup. I think it'll probably take us like, oh, all right. There's another win, 2 in a row to start the night off. Heck yeah! This Bolt box certainly, if you get into that Fan Rotom early, just kicks ass, man. Just gets going so quick. Damn, hell yeah! Shout out to Dennis. That's sick. Yeah, I mean, so I'm in Western Colorado, so we don't have a large community here. And right now we're probably up to like, I'd say anywhere from like 15 to 20 masters that show up throughout things. But a bunch of us have really gotten into it lately. So we're all going out to LA together. We got like 4 of us that are driving out to LA together. Hopefully we can go first here. And one of the guys has been playing way longer than the rest of us. He was playing like as a junior and senior and was really successful then, and just got back into Pokemon now. I got into it because my son wanted to learn how to play a few years ago, and I got sick of him trying to make up the rules, so we had to learn how to play real Pokemon. And he's definitely really good. He's way better than me. And I think at this point he's got I mean, it doesn't matter, right? But he's got 6 cup championships since Worlds, and unfortunately we haven't been able to go to very many regionals. We went to NAIC last year, and he did pretty good, even though we got like 4 hours of sleep. I don't even think we got 4 hours of sleep. We got into New Orleans at like 2-ish, you know, and we had a bunch of flight issues, and unfortunately we didn't have any chance to get sleep. And he still went 4-3-1, so he still had a pretty good run. Okay, I'm trying to think how we want to do this. I mean, we still want to get into fan rotom, right? So we can get the knock towels. I don't know if we need that though, because we can just ultra ball to get to one. I don't know. I don't think we need the wellspring, so let's get rid of that. And that, because we only got one jamming tower, so I'll keep jamming tower just in case. Let's see where this runs. Yeah, right. It's so much fun to help kids learn how to play. We've probably taught, you know, I think 4-ish or so of Parker's friends how to play, and yeah, dude, it's such a good time, right? So much fun. All right, I guess pass. Not much going on with that. Yeah, that's got to be great, right? To be able to spread the love of Pokemon. You know, I know the other day we were at our challenge, you know, a local challenge, and I remember there was a girl that just bought her first deck. They got the Team Rocket's Mewtwo like league starter deck or whatever, and man, she was like super pumped and excited, and it was so cool to see how happy she was just to get started with Pokemon. And that's a fun journey to watch, and it's been a great time for Parker and I. You know, if you want to see part of our journey, we just did a live stream on Sunday when we hit 1,000 subs, and kind of showed off our journey and all his great Pokemon hits and everything. It was really fun for us. And then we did some ripping at the end. Got to hit an SIR out of Prismatic to finish it off, so that was pretty sick too. All right. Well, I'm really not 1,000% sure what's the best way through what we're trying to get to here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's too bad we couldn't get into that Raging Bolt this last turn, right? So let's go here. I guess let's. Christ, I feel like we gotta get some more pieces going, right? We don't have a whole bunch happening here. So I guess as the play, yes, we want to do this, but I gotta go back and check out the board. So, I mean, is the play to go boss, energy search, and knock out the Toxel, right? I guess that's our best play, right? So let's just go boss, E-search. I think at least this way they don't have much of anything going, and we can take another KO on the next turn too. So, go there, go here, and we'll go with Psychic because I don't think we're going to need Psychic at all. Yeah, thank you so much. We were so excited when we hit 1,000 this weekend. You know, been a fun journey for sure, and we've been just trying to get out good content. So I also love constructive feedback. So you guys let me know what you think, what we got going with the video. If there's anything we need to change, it'd be great if you could let me know what you think and what would be better. And same thing, if you get in and watch any of our videos, again, I love feedback, so I know how to improve things. And then we got a few more videos coming out this week, and then like I said, we got a cup Saturday, and then we got a challenge Sunday. So we got quite a few Pokemon coming up here, and then heading to LA. So that's going to be a lot of fun, man. 86, man, you made it to any regionals this year? Are there any plans or what? Yeah, and so then, like you said, I think tonight we're going to probably try to run five to eight matchups with the 3 different Raging Bolt decks we have set up. Kind of see which one we like the best, which one has the best startup, right? You know, I do like this deck. I think it's just hard to know. Sometimes I just can't quite get I just can't quite get into the Noctowl lineup, and then it just stalls and breaks out, right? It's just such a bummer when that happens, and I can't get stuff going the way I'd like to. I still think I need to switch in either another another boss or switch out into the Prime Catcher. I'm unsure which one I want to run right now, but bro, there's not much going here. Let's go here and switch. Is the play the baby man? I mean 130 for 3 energies. I mean, we got the crisp. We have a crispin or no? Man, we're kind of in a tough spot here, right? I'm not sure. Think we're gonna go baby, and just kind of get set up here. Hopefully we top deck something decent, right? We're in a tough spot now. Yeah, I totally get that, right? Like, we were really hoping to go to NAIC again this year. I just don't think it's going to be able to work out, which kind of a bummer for sure, because we had such a great time last year. Great exposure for Parker, right? So much fun when you get to play people from other places too. I mean, dang, last year my first matchup was with Robin Schultz, who runs Limitless, right? So that was my first matchup. Parker got to play a kid from Italy and a kid from Japan. So it's just such cool things that were happening last year. Dude, we are really in a world of hurt here. I guess we'll go here. Man, unfortunately that Lily's absolutely cooked us, right? We didn't get anything out of that Lily's that's going to help us. And we got to help that out of these two, this teal dance, we get something good, right? Let's get it cooking here. Let's see what's up. Hey guys, thanks for jumping in. Go ahead and jump in the chat. Let me know how things are going tonight. If you got anything coming up Pokemon wise. So Brock scouting. I mean, at least this will get us into a Noctowl, and we can figure out where we want to go from there. So let's see. Burp. Yes, and then I think Unfair Stamp's definitely the play, and I would like the energy search, but we already used it, right? So we're going to Unfair Stamp anyways, so I don't know if any of these make a difference. Let's go Pokepad here. I don't need any of that. Let's Unfair Stamp. Let's hope we run into a Grass Energy here, because I want to at least get rid of this damn pitcher. I mean, what the hell? None of that in energy, man. And I guess we got the Fez, so we got 3 more chances at one of our, like, 8 Grass Energy. Come on, man. Neither of them that. Alright, so let's go here. We'll retreat. I mean, at least we're going to take a KO here, stay ahead in the prize race for the moment. But I don't know, we're kind of struggling. I think if they have energy, right, then Fez is going to be all fired up, and they're going to be able to find whatever they want. So, yeah. So, yeah, we had a great time at NAIC. Like I said, playing people from all over the world. One thing I thought was absolutely crazy, and we talked about this the other night on the stream too, is Crispin in German is Matt, bro. It blew my mind when he played a Matt card, and I thought it looked sick. It was the full art Crispin, but it said Matt, and I was like, damn, that's sick. And the other one that was awesome in German was Slitherwing. So I don't know if anybody's in here that was in here when we were talking about that the other night, but man, the Slitherwing in German was absolutely wild. I mean, made it sound like the most dangerous Pokemon of all time, practically, right? And then we talked about like some other German named Pokemon, and they're freaking awesome, man. So I feel like I gotta start investing in German Pokemon packs. I feel like that's got to be the next step. So yeah, once we get through LA, I mean, realistically, we're hoping to do well, but I'm really hoping Parker has a good time and plays well. And then, I mean, it sounds like there's not going to be many Pokemon local events through the summer, which is a real bummer. I'm off work over the summer, so we try to get a lot of play in. We'll probably get a bunch of videos going and stuff too through that. So that's something we'll have happen. And then, all right, we're always looking for like different events to be playing, like different things we want to do. Academy at Night? What the hell is going on here, man? Have you seen this deck with Academy at Night? This is totally new to me. I've not seen this. Okay. I'm so confused at what we're seeing in this matchup, and unfortunately, we're in a terrible spot too. We're really not where we want to be with this deck. I mean, so is he gonna he's gonna retreat? Yeah, let's see what happens with this too. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of weird, right? I mean, certainly an interesting deck for sure. We got to run into something good here because we're really struggling. We haven't been finding what we need. This is not my favorite iteration of this deck in particular. I mean, again, we're going to be able to get into Noctowl, but I just can't even imagine what's going to be our best play next. I guess we're gonna want our stadium, and we'll kind of see what else we got in there that we want to grab. We definitely need to get our bench filled up, and that way, even if they take this out, we can get the. Let's see here. So what else we got? Okay, and then the next one is we can always. Yeah, I think this is where we're going to go from here. No, actually, we're going to go Terror. Yeah, I wish we had a few more energy. Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for jumping in. We're giving out code cards all night, and we're getting some Ragin Bolt decks in. Raging Bolt deck testing in. Go ahead and jump in the chat. Let me know how you're doing, what you got going on today, and what decks you like playing right now post rotation. Because we're playing a wild one right now. This has been really interesting with this matchup for sure. So let's go. I haven't run this specific Raging Bolt very much. I just started today. I just built this today. I do like some of the inclusions. I think some of it's pretty dang cool. All right, I think we need one more grass energy, so we're going to Crispin for another grass. Oh, no, we don't want that. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we don't have very many, if any, single prize attackers, right? The only one is like Baby Raging Bolt or Fan Rotom, and that's going to really help us out in this matchup, really. No, my bad. Let's go here. Yeah, this is certainly an interesting matchup. I don't really love it for us, right? Any single prize deck is not great for Raging Bolt, right? It's just not a good matchup. Doesn't run well against these. In this deck in particular, we only have one boss, which I know I needed to change before we even got into this matchup. Because unfortunately, we're just not going to be able to get into that Fez, right? I mean, we had to use the boss earlier in the matchup to kind of slow him down, so we'll see. We just gotta hope they're not able to get into what they need to. They only got 4 cards, right? So, dude, this is wild. But that's okay. We need to get rid of these Fez or these. Sorry, not the Fez. We need to get rid of the Noctowls, anyways. Yeah, this is kind of crazy, man. If they run into that Grimsley's along with the crocodile, if they can get that move set again, that's going to be absolutely crazy. Not sure what that means or what that looks like, right? Never seen this deck before. Crazy. I mean, he doesn't have the energy to retreat right now. Huh. Bro, this is crazy, man. And the Mega Gengar, bro. So he's going to probably energy retreat, probably, right? Dude, I'm pretty dang lost. Like, I've never seen anything like what we're playing right now. This looks exactly like my buddy Carlos, man. He builds these kind of decks, and you show up at a challenge, and you're just the whole time you're just wondering what's coming next. What does this Sableye even do? Okay, it's interesting. Dude, I do love Sableye. That's a Pokemon I've always really liked. Was it the Mega Sableye? I'm really hoping we get that in a set coming up. I would love to see Mega Sableye in a whole set of itself, right? I would love that. And then if we can get a shiny one, that would be even sicker. Okay, so I think this is certainly an interesting deck, right? Not sure it necessarily works for what I would ever like, or how I play. But we're going to have some problems here. I'm unsure what the right play is next. Yeah. I think we're taking the L on this one. I don't have a way back into that. Certainly, I wish we would have known what I was getting into, because I could have made some different changes for sure. I think we're going to switch out of this Noctowl lineup. I think there's too many changes I need to make to this deck. We need to get another boss in here for sure, or switch into the Prime Catcher. And then I also feel like we don't quite have enough energy. So I got to put that in beta for a second. However, I do really want to run this Raging Bolt that's been really successful in Japan right now. and again, this is all it has, right? It's got 4 different Pokemon. It's only got 2 supporters and 12 grass energies. This thing has been crazy, and it's been winning, which is pretty awesome. Again, I think this is a great deck for some beginners, partly because Raging Bolt just runs pretty straightforward at times. So this goes kind of back to the beginning when we got Raging Bolt. But with 3 prize decks out there too, this thing is just able to win the prize race, because they're almost going to have to go 2-2-2, and we got a chance to beat them to it for sure. So let's kind of see how this one plays out. And I think I'll get some changes done to that other one, and we'll get some more testing with it in later. Yes, we want to go first, man. We want to get this thing set up and fired up and ready to go. Yeah, 86, man. Thanks a ton for jumping in the chat and getting on and checking out the channel, man. Really appreciate you. And we've been having a great time with Pokemon, man. We absolutely love it, and we love the Pokemon community. That's part of what's led into the channel. Is we just love the people we meet throughout Pokemon, right? And have a great time. So yeah, really appreciate everybody that's supporting the channel. Oh my, Terra Orb, man. I don't. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, dude, and we prized. Oh, never mind. We switched decks, so all we've got is the teal mask. Man, I mean, we just change and then we end up getting a total poop here, man. This is a terrible start, right? Yeah, when Raging Bolt first came out, it was awesome, right? That was my favorite deck for a long time. I played it for probably a year or so, pretty well. I know I won a couple cups with it, and really enjoyed the way it played. Yeah, man. Well, again, certainly appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think one of these nights I need to do a bedtime stream where I just use my deep voice to put you to sleep watching Pokemon, right? I just don't know. That's not necessarily what people are looking for on the stream, right? I got to start getting more excited. Right. No, I mean, of course, right? Yeah. So, yeah, thank you guys for jumping on and seeing what we got happening here. I'd love some votes on what decks you like right now, what you're playing post rotation, and and also what deck you'd like to watch streamed, right? If there's anything you're looking for. Oh my god. Okay. Man, I hate to put Fez out there. I mean, I guess pass, right? We got a whole bunch of nothing happening. Yeah, and so then yeah, we just got a video out today. We built the Mega. Let me see if I got it over here. We just built the Mega Greninja along with Dragapult line. So we just built that deck the other day, and we got a video up today. Dude, such a cool deck. We're going to do some play with it later in the week, so you can see it getting deck tested. But man, the inclusion with so it's running the Neo Upper Energy, and then if you check out Mega Greninja's attack, it says put a water energy into your hand, and if you do 80 more damage with this attack. Well, so if you have the Neo Upper Energy attached, you're just pulling that back into your hand, so you can just keep reattaching Neo Upper Energy. So even if that even if they take a knockout with that that Mega Greninja, you have the Neo Upper, and then you can also then run it into Dragapult at the end if you need it to attack. So Man, it sounds like such a fun deck to play. Bro, this is absolutely wild, man. We're running into a whole bunch of nothing here. Dude, lightning attached to this to this ogre pawn, man. Bro, this isn't starting out the way we wanted. We'll just have to see what we can get next. I mean, at least they're weak to grass, so I guess we got an outside shot of something happening here. I guess Pokemon catcher. Yeah, so I think Mega Greninja is going to be one of the funnest decks to play. I guess we'll retreat so we at least have the 2 grass Pokemon here. And pass. Bro, that was not great. But yeah, so I think Mega Greninja is going to be a ton of fun. I don't know how competitive it's going to be, right? I mean, it's done fine in Japan. I think right now there's just so many spread decks that there's other ones to go with that are maybe a little bit better. So I think it's hard to know how good it's going to be, but I do know it's going to be fun. It's going to be so cool to play. Pretty good things you can do. So it's running both the Mega Greninja and the Terra Greninja EX. So you've got a variety of different attackers along with Dragapult. So it's a cool video. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it too. Again, we changed some things up. That's first time I did some video with, you know, some face capture video on a long stream, a long video. So let me know what you think if you get a chance to check it out. Yeah, and we'll hopefully, even if this matchup doesn't turn out the way we want, I mean, we're going to be able to unfair stamp if they take a KO and get Fez out. I mean, the fact they're going to be weak to grass, we got some options, right? Nothing great, but some okay options after this. Oh man, the Avalanche going to OT, heck yeah. Nuggets lost last night when I was on stream. That was a big bummer. Okay, so let's go here. Here. Do we energy? Where are we at? We're at 180. I don't think we attach. I think we unfair stamp first. Let's see where this goes. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually do math now, man. I wasn't prepared to do all the mathing. Okay, so 240 plus another 60, so we're still gonna be short, right? Let's go here. Unsure. I guess we're gonna have to go Fez. If we can run into a bro, we needed to get the Crispin, right? So we could at least take a KO here. Unsure if we can't get Crispin what we want to do. Let's take another Ogre Pawn here. Oh, bro. Yeah, I mean, I think, man, what drives me crazy with Garchomp is it's got free retreat too, which I think is absolutely wild. Let's see if we can. I guess we're gonna have to get something stuck in the active. Bro. Let's go here, and I guess we'll Lilies. Not loving how this hand's turning out. We'll kind of have to see what happens. Did we just like Lilies for the same hand we had practically? Other than at least we grabbed Crispin, right? I mean, well, I guess let's retreat and hope they can't get anything else out of that they have to knock out Koraidon, maybe. Yeah, whatever. I'm not not super sold on how this deck's turning out. I've only played this like a handful, like 3 times earlier today. I still think my favorite way to play the Raging Bolt is Mega Kangaskhan. Again, having the 3 prize Pokemon's pretty tough, especially in this matchup. We'd get cooked. However, I feel like you just get better draw support. I'm able to get to what I need to more often. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Let me know too what you think about it. If things look good with that, I'm kind of switching some things up on the channel a little bit, trying to make things a little bit. I don't know if better is the right word. Just trying to see if it engages the viewers a little bit more. So it'd be great if you guys can give me some feedback on some of the videos, on the long form videos, what you think. And then we just started streaming last. I don't even know if we've been going for a week yet. I've really enjoyed it. Right, I've been having a good time streaming for sure. Let's go here. I'm gonna get another Raging Bolt so we at least have it. But I do want to make sure if we have any energy. We got so many energy in hand. I don't even know if we can Crispin. Okay, we're all right. So at least we can get ready for next turn. We'll Crispin and be ready to get into another knockout. It's gonna be hard to know if we can get back into this, being three behind already though. Yeah, so then we also got a Stevens Metagross deck done the other day, which I'm really interested to see how that deck runs. I don't know if I love it, but certainly interesting. And then we'll also we'll be streaming that later in the week too. And then otherwise, man, just taking some ideas. If there's anything you guys want to see streamed, if there's a certain deck you like, or that you want to see some stuff checked out on, I'm totally open to whatever. So 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So yeah, jump in the chat. Let me know. Is there a certain deck that you're wanting to see? I guess I gotta go check out that whatever that Grimsley box was that we just saw a minute ago. That dark box was absolutely wild. I can't imagine that it's very consistent. I feel like you just got to get lucky with what you run into. And then, I mean, some other decks. I mean, I do want to try out Slow King for sure. Again, I think it's a little clunky, so it's hard to get going. But man, when you get a board wipe somebody, it's just awesome, right? It's such a great feeling. You're like, damn, it's over. We just wiped them out, right? So I'm not sure how we do that on YouTube, or is that through it? Would that be through a different platform? I'm not sure what that would look like, right? Or you set it up both vertical and horizontal. I know I saw a video the other day on some of that. I just started streaming, so I've been just trying to figure out how to get OBS working the way I want it to, right? Like, man, the chat box been kicking my butt. Like, took me forever to get the chat box fixed up. So I'm really glad when you guys are in the chat, because oh, what the hell? That Neo upper this guy just ran into. Bro, what the hell? Yeah, man. I'm sure you're glad over there, man. Happy for you, I guess. Well, unfortunately, again, we're not running. I don't think we run a single boss in this deck, so 260. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're in trouble for sure here. So again, we're running 3 different Raging Bolt decks tonight. We ran one with the Noctowl lineup earlier, and I didn't necessarily love that. I need to switch that deck out a little bit. And then now we're in this. This has been really successful in Japan lately. Where, let me see what we want to do here. Let's get this. Where, dude, it's barely like running anything, right? So, all right, bro. I understand you got the win. I got you. Fine, we'll get out of here. Good win, guy. Take the L on that one. That's all right. Damn, dude, that's crazy for 6 years. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving it, right? I think it's actually pretty user friendly, especially because I'm not super techy or anything like that. And so running OBS has been just fine. Certainly figuring out the chat bot took a little bit. I'm running stream elements for that. I may change that up though. I mean, I don't mind it, but I'm trying to figure out better ways to make the chat better too. And then, yeah, with OBS, it's been good because I figured out ways to kind of change a few things. You know, because I'm on a MacBook, so it seems to run pretty dang easy through everything. All right, guys, we're throwing out code cards all night too, so hopefully you guys can use them. We got a whole ETB that we're giving away this week of code cards. So again, jump in, smash the like button if you're going to be using them, because that certainly helps the channel out. And then if you haven't, go like, subscribe, watch some other videos for sure. And then jump in the chat. Let us know what's up tonight. You having a good night? Hopefully Tuesday treated you well. Been pretty slow at work for me the last few days, which is fine. At least I got a little more excitement at the end of the week. It'll be a little bit funner to cover. So, and then, like you said, we're running 3 different Ragin Bolt decks tonight. We're on number 2 right now. I'm saving my favorite one for last, the Mega Kangaskhan lineup. So, kind of see where we're at right now. We're sitting at 2-2 for the night. You know, when I ran the Mega Kangaskhan Raging Bolt a couple nights ago, we went 11-3 with that deck. So, unsure which one's going to end up being the best, but I mean, I feel like one's playing better than the other for me for sure. I'm always way more aggressive than I should be, and so I got to find decks that work for that. So that's why I ran Joltik for a while. I was kind of into Miraidon for the same reason when it was turbo. That's why I like Ragin Bolt, just because you can just be a little more aggressive with it. So, all right, let's see if we can get going here. I mean, don't love having the Koraidon in the active, right? We can't really get out of the active with it. We're not running Prime Catcher. We're running the Unfair Stamp. Let's see what we got going here. Certainly interesting seeing the Dunsparce, right? Are they using that as an attacker as well? Christ, we got too much energy in here. We gotta get rid of that. Yeah, dude, that Mega Absol post rotation's been very interesting. I do have that built and played around with it a little bit. That was a terrible Lily's Determination, man. I guess pass, right? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting you bring Mega Absol up because nobody's brought that up on stream. I think that'd be an interesting one to run on stream for a bit and see what we can get going with that Mega Absol. I've also seen some weird decks. I saw it I mean, you actually were talking about running Zoroark. We talked about this on stream the other night and pulled it up. There's a weird Zoroark with Mega Absol included. And seems wild, man. I'd have to go back and look at the deck list to get it all situated, but I mean, man, that might be right up your alley if you like both those decks, right? Kind of interesting to think about. It's too bad Mega Lucario's not weak to grass right now. That would help us out quite a bit, right? Yeah, so again, jump on those code cards. We got a whole ETB we're going through. We got ETBs in here. We got some UPCs actually that are sitting in here, along with all the, all the decks as well. So all the booster boxes and not booster boxes, my bad. Booster packs. So, dude, what am I supposed to do with this? Right, like. I don't need more energy. I need some Pokemon. I guess Crispin? Or no, not Crispin. God dang it. Dude, bro, I'm sorry, guys. Dude, we made a total mistake on that one. I thought I was Lilying. Dude, I get talking too much on and get myself in trouble. What are we going to do? We're going to do 30 damage? Oh, heck yeah. We got anything we could knock out with 30? The answer to that's no. Yeah, so the Clefairy Ogerpon's been really interesting, right? I also think the Mega Deontay deck, Deontay deck is pretty interesting. I've ran into that several times, and especially because it's running the Frillish, you just get totally rocked with that, right? I mean, it's such a tough deck to run through. What the heck? So, I mean, that's interesting, right? Especially, I feel like TCG does this to me all the time, right? I'm running a deck that we want to take big time knockouts, and they're running freaking the worst A spec we could see almost, that survival brace. I mean, luckily we don't even have the jamming tower in this deck either. I mean, I guess it'd be okay if we Pokemon catcher it up and we hit it for 30 with Koraidon. That wouldn't be the worst thing we've ever done, right? So, whatever. Let's find out if we can hit it. So this is going to be the 6th Pokemon catcher I've played today, and I've hit tails every time. Bro, that's 6 straight tails on Pokemon catcher. Come on. Alright, let's get rid of this and this. Yeah, I mean, I'm really struggling. I like Pokemon Catcher when it hits, right? It's a great card. You hit heads. That's one of the best cards we can have, right? You hit tails. Damn, Pokemon Catcher sucks, bro. Right? God damn you, Pokemon Catcher. But 6 straight tails, I mean, that's going to drive me crazy. Alright, let's go here. I guess we still got another Pokemon catcher I think we could run into, so we gotta hope we teal dance into the Pokemon catcher, not the bug catcher. Let's see here. Yeah, not the best, man. We really need to hit a heads on there, right? Because that puts us in such a better spot on this next one. So yeah, hey guys, go ahead and jump in the chat. Let 86 and I know how you're up tonight, what you're up to, how things are going. We got some different Ragin Bolt decks we're out testing tonight. Some I like, some I haven't been liking. Kind of just depends on how it's going to go too. Yeah, that was a fun deck too, man. That Roaring Moon. Man, that was wild when gosh, I wish I could remember his name, but when he took that to Worlds and took it to the finals, that was an absolute great run for Roaring Moon. And I don't think anybody was ready for that, right? We just didn't see many people playing that at those points. Dude, that Pokemon catcher absolutely killed us there, right? We needed one of those to hit, because then we're knocking this out. Oh well. I guess we're still going to be able to hit with Koraidon, so we could still be tied in the prize race. So I think we'll be in an okay spot, especially because they're going to use up that A-Spec. And I'm pretty sure Koraidon is damage, so yeah, I think we're actually in a good spot. I'm actually I'm not upset at all that he bossed up that Ragin Bolt. And we got the unfair stamp, so I think we're going to be in an okay place after this. Let's go here. Well, I'll take another couple energy. Well, of course not. I don't know if we put Fez in, right? I think I'd rather Crispin and get our board state a little bit better, and then maybe have a chance of another Raging Bolt. And then we'll unfair stamp here. I think we'll be in an actually decent spot. Let's kind of see how this works out. I think it'll be. I think that's a mistake to boss up the Roaring Moon or the Raging Bolt that last turn. And bro, we're going to have a plethora of grass energy on deck. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, let's go Raging Bolt and unfair stamp. All right. Well, Christ, man. I mean, I don't know how much. I think this is running 13 grass energy, and that'd be absolutely crazy if we can get them all in play, right? Okay, so I understand. So because they have the rocky fighting energy, we only do the 30 damage. Because this is an effect, right? If one of your Pokemon was tacked out, this does another 150 damage. Interesting. I still would have thought that would have worked because it's damage. I don't know. That rule doesn't make much sense to me. I don't know. 86 man. Were you a judge? Do you know how that ruling looks like on that? Because I'm not 100% sure on that one, to tell you the truth. Yeah, so I think we're still going to be okay, right? Because they take the KO here. We're still able to go to they'll be at 3, and we'll take a KO and be at 3. I mean, I guess they could boss up, and then we maybe would be in trouble at that point. But even if they, as long as they don't take a 2-prize KO here, I mean, I don't know, they're going to have a Meowth. Dude, they just got rid of the boss? They got to have another boss, right? I'm really unsure what's happening here. Because they needed that boss for sure. Yeah, thanks. I'm not really sure, because I thought because it was damage, it still worked, but maybe because it says the other wording, it just doesn't work. Yeah, this is interesting, right? I would have assumed they needed and wanted to knock out that Raging Bolt, but I mean, I guess they couldn't have used Mega Brave anyways, because they used it on the last turn. I mean, we're in a great spot here, man. I think the win's coming. I think this is going to be a W for us at this point. That survival brace is certainly interesting on Mega Lucario for sure. I don't know if obviously it's not going to maybe make a difference in this matchup, so I'm unsure if it'll make much difference. All right, let's go here. I think we'll put up Fez, I guess. I don't think it makes any difference. We want to run into another. We need a Crispin, so that's kind of the goal at this point. Oh, that's interesting, right? So it was the other ancient Pokemon attack. You're right. Yeah. Okay, I just certainly. All right, come on, Crispin. There's got to be a Crispin left in there, man. There's only 8 cards left. Okay, all right, okay. But do we have enough energy to Crispin for? Let's find out. I don't know how much energy we got left. Now that's okay. It's at least in our hand. So we're going to have it next turn. It's energy retrieval. Let's go here and here. Don't need any of that. Don't need none of that. Let's just take the KO. Alright, so we're at 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Do we need to get 35, right? Yeah. Bam. All right, let's see what happens. I think we're in the driver's seat, right? I mean, I know realistically they can get the KO with lilies, I guess. Never mind, man. I'm in the wrong spot. We need a boss, right? We got the Pokemon Catcher, right? We know Pokemon Catcher is the best card in the game when it hits heads, right? When it hits heads, it's the best card in the game. So we know it's going to be the best card. We're going to hit that Pokemon Catcher, and it's going to be legit. Yeah, we on the same place. We need the Pokemon Catcher to be the best card in TCG on this next turn. You know, I think we're running 4, so we could have 3 or 4. I can't remember with this deck list, but it doesn't matter. We're just gonna hit heads anyways. We're gonna hit heads. We're gonna take the dub. So let's go here. Yeah, it's interesting to think, right? I totally forgot about Lily's Clefairy sitting back there. Let's see if we have another one in the deck. Yeah. So we got another Pokemon Catcher. So we're gonna have 2 chances on it. Because we should be able to get to that one too. So let's find out. We got it right here. Heads, bro, heads. Come on, heads. Boom. Game time. We knew it was the best card, right? It only took to my 7th Pokemon Catcher to hit heads. That's it. 7th Pokemon. Boom. W. Great work. Good job, chat. Throwing the chat heads, man. Hit me up with the heads in the chat. We should have done that before we flipped, right, to get good luck. Hit me up with heads in the chat if you saw it. Big time W for us, right? That was awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, and again, we're throwing out the code cards. Please eat them up. I hope you guys can use them. Like you can see, we got 200,000 points, so not something we necessarily need. So we got a whole ETB we're giving out this week. Best card in the game, bro. We knew it. We've been telling Pokemon Catcher how much we love it. Just massaging that card so it knows what it needs to do. Yeah, heads for show. All right, well, Team Rocket's matchup maybe here. Be interesting to see how that works out. You know, running the Clefairy could be a little bit more difficult for us, so we'll see if we see the Clefairy in here again. I guess I'm probably more worried if they go to just like single prize attackers in some ways, because, man, just trying to beat single prize decks is tough with what we're running right now. So, yeah, good work. Heads all the way. The fact that we got through that survival brace certainly made a big difference too. Interesting to think if that's the right inclusion as an A-spec in that deck or not. I'm not sure, right? Obviously not in that particular game, but let's see. I mean, they got Reshiram out here, so who knows what the heck we running into. Alright, come on, man. Click the button. Alright, well, Monkey Dory, that doesn't necessarily give it away, but let's find out. Don't think we're running into a Team Rockets deck, though, right? I don't think there's any of them running the Monkey Dory. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's an inclusion in the Team Rockets deck. Man, I was really hoping we would hit into a Ragin Bolt, man. Let's see. We got one more Teal Dance, so we got one more chance to get that Ragin Bolt here. Because I'd like to get the energy attachment for this turn for sure. So, Ragin Bolt. Ooh, well, I mean, that's going to count, right? That'll give us Ragin Bolt. And we still got the Lily's Determination for next turn. I guess that turns out okay. Again, not perfect. I'm not sure what we're even going to see within this matchup, but let's see where we go. And then, you know, other things with this deck I found that are very interesting. Again, this is very different. I think this has been pretty big in Japan here the last week or so. Because we're only running, we're running 4 Ogre Pawns, 4 Raging Bolt, and 1 Koraidon for our Pokemon. Sometimes your best move is actually to use Raging Bolt's first attack with Burst Roar, right? So sometimes that's what you need, even if we're sacrificing it, or our hand can be so bad that sometimes that's the attack to go with. So I've seen that on 2 different occasions. Okay, all right, so we got a Marnie's deck. I have not seen a Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck in a while post-rotation. I feel like it's just not as solid. Is there a reason for that? I mean, I don't know if there's a specific reason, or excuse me, if just people aren't liking the way it's running post-rotation. Kind of be interesting to see. All right, well, let's Lily's Determination. Let's see if we can run into some stuff here. Certainly take some grass energy and a lightning, right? That'd be the hopes. I mean, there's a grass energy at least. I think I'd like another Raging Bolt. God damn, dude. I don't know if I need another Ogre Pawn, though. Yeah, I mean, well, we had a pretty solid start. I'm not sure what we're going to run into here next. Marnie's weak to grass, right? So, I mean, I think we're in an okay place since we have so many Ogre Pawns going right now. I mean, unfortunately, they're going to be able to spread damage pretty damn well against us, though. I don't know. I'm not sure what the right play is. I guess we'll attach Retreat. Because I want to try to keep these Ogre Pawns around to get some knockouts. I think we'll play it like that, and let's see what we get into next turn. Yeah, guys, jump in the chat. Let us know what's up tonight. I love getting votes on what decks you guys like to watch right now, or if there's anything you want to see tested coming up next. Yeah, tonight we're running 3 different Raging Bolt decks. Right now we're running this one that's been pretty dang successful in Japan this week. Well, the last week or two. It's been going okay. I mean, we're 1-1 with it right now, and then we're going to run into my favorite iteration of this with the Mega Kangaskhan Latias, which I think is the funnest way to play the deck. And it's hard to say most consistent, but certainly I enjoy the way it plays better than some of the others. All right. Man, I think we're going to be in a world of hurt with this Marnie's deck. I'm not sure if we're going to get what we need out of it. I'm assuming this is going to not turn out good, right? They got all these Monkey Dories in play. They got a bunch of stuff going for them, and right now we got nothing. Let's go here. We got to hope we run into a lightning energy. I think that's certainly going to make life a lot better. That does not. You know, I don't know if it's worth burst roaring this hand away, right? I mean, I don't know. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't love any of this what we're looking at right now. I think we're in a tough spot, and they definitely got a pretty good solid startup. So let's see how this plays out. I think I think we're in a little bit of trouble though here. Let's kind of see where it goes. You know, and at times I'm unsure when I should concede, right? I like trying to play to find ways to win, in case I run into some of these matchups like at a tournament. But there's also times I don't know if I'm wasting my time or your time, right? If we're watching a matchup that's just bad, and we got no way through it. I mean, look at this dude. He's got an ugly ass 2 monkey dories. He's going to be doing the hell out of me, right? I mean, we're in a little bit of trouble here. Let's see how it finishes up here, maybe. Dude, that's such a sweet artwork, right? This Marnie's Grimsnarl. That's pretty dang sick. There's just so many good hits in Ascended Heroes. It's hard to know which one to want, right? I mean, outside of Gengar, we actually already hit the Forest Pikachu. Parker got so lucky. We hit the Forest Pikachu first week of Ascended Heroes, and now that card's just going bonkers, right? It just went over 1K, which is just wild. Yeah, I mean, I think we're definitely taking an L on this one. I think it's hard to find a way to win with how well of a setup they have. Again, it's interesting. This deck has been so successful in Japan right now, but I haven't been able to find that yet. I've really been struggling to have the same success. Now this is interesting, right? I think they should have just Badooed us again, right? Is that the right play? I don't know. We're about to find out, right? We're going to take a KO here, but we'll see what they... You know, and if we could find if they take a KO, we can at least try to slow them down with the unfair stamp. So, I mean, I guess that's one place to end up at. Again, another thing in this deck I'm certainly unsure of is we don't have any stadiums, so we're never going to be able to bump this Spike Myth out of there, right? So, is that something we need to change or get a different inclusion with? All right, well, see what happens here. I mean, at least we're going to be ahead in the prize race. 7, 14, 21, 28, and then what's he at here? 28. We got to go one more. Let's go. Makes no difference, right? 35. All right, well, I mean, at least we're ahead in the prize race, but I don't know how long. Let's find out how long that happens, right? Yeah, so something really cool I saw the other day with that Forest Pikachu from Ascended, that it has 2 more Pikachus that are like hiding up in the trees. Gosh, it looks so sick. I had to go grab the card of Parker's to look at it. I mean, it's so cool. They're just up there bouncing around on the tree limbs. So cool. What a sweet Pokemon that one is. All right, well, see what happens here. Unsure where they're going to spread damage. They'll be able to take 30 there. They're going to take a KO on Ragin Bolt. Do we put up the other Ragin Bolt? Be interesting if they've got a boss, then they're certainly going to be able to take. Okay, so they're not bossing. Were they going to have a unfair stamp? Is that what we're going to see next? Boom, unfair stamp. I guess we could have known that was what was going to happen. Would have rathered one of those be a grass energy. We only got 25 of them. And again, there's 13 grass energy, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, and we still got a ton of them sitting around. Interesting that they're not knocking out the Ragin Bolt. They're trying to just trap me in the active, right? I mean, if we top deck a Crispin, then we're sitting okay. I guess now we got a top deck a Crispin. Come on, Crispin. That ain't it. Yeah, I mean, again, we're still in some trouble here. Kind of see where they're going. So again, this is one thing I don't know if I love or don't love within Pokemon, right? Do you like spread decks? Because they're everywhere, right? I mean, the Mega Starmie, Dragapult obviously has been doing it for a long time. Now with the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I guess some of the things I'm glad are gone is like the de-evolution, right? The TM de-evolution. I'm certainly glad that's not sitting around anymore. I'm trying to think if there's any other decks that that are mainly spread decks, right? I mean, this is absolutely wild, but again, without having the de-evolution around, at least we're able to kind of survive a little bit better with evolution decks. I don't know, we going to get Itchy Pollen again or what? And again, I wish we could get rid of that Spikemuth gym, but not having any included stadiums in this deck might be a mistake, right? And this feels like death by 1,000 cuts, right? I mean, I'm just doing nothing. I'm just sitting here watching all the bleeding come through. He might take a KO with Badoo on the next turn, which is absolutely not what I want to see. I guess Crispin, man, that's what we can do. Yeah, dude, that Buzzwole is such a sick. I love Buzzwole, man. He's one of my favorite Pokemon, to tell you the truth. Like, feels like some of my buddies from high school who were just like crazy lifting guys that love being in the gym. One of them's he does like Ironmans and stuff now, and he's a freaking just monster. That's the kind of stuff that dude would be. He looks like Buzzwole to me. I feel like he's buzz swollen all the time, just flexing on people, right? Like Buzzwole, baby. Again, I like playing so aggressively that the spread decks don't always work for me. I like going too fast. I like big knockouts. And unfortunately, we're going to take a loss. There's no way we got to win in here. They got way too much going on. They're going to take 1, 2. I mean, they already got it. We don't even have to do nothing. They're going to take the 6 prizes in a turn here, probably. So I've never been a Frostlass fan, right? I mean, I actually got it in pre-release. I got the Frostlass deck. And even then, I just was not a huge fan. So I don't know. I mean, something I gotta try to look at to find out which ones I do or don't like, or how to play them better. I don't know. This guy's definitely had a good game against us. We were struggling from the start, but I mean, what, do we stay alive? Oh, well, now we don't. I thought we had a chance at it, but the boss certainly ends it. We out, bro. I don't want to watch him get 6 prizes in a turn. Let's just get out of there. Yeah. Great job. Go you. Bad for us, right? Well, I think we're going to switch to my favorite iteration of Raging Bolt. And that's going to be Raging Bolt with Mega Kangaskhan. Again, I like the draw support a little bit more. And I think there's some there's some things I got to switch with both of these other Raging Bolt decks. Neither one of them I think is kind of finished. So I got to get some more work in on those. And where I think this one's at least a little closer to being done, to being the way it needs to be competitive. You know, the same deck list I think we did a video on the other day. Shrine of Punishment. What a badass name for a card, right? Dude, I love I love Pokemon, man. I think it'd be so much fun to work for Pokemon and just like come up with names for stuff, right? Like moves. Um, you know, Mortal Shuriken coming out with this Mega Greninja. I mean, again, some of those are just sick names, man. I just love the way they play off words at times. But Shrine of Punishment, that sounds badass, right? That's so sick. uh, all right. Well, so within this deck, right? We that's not the greatest start of all time. It might be the worst start of all time with this deck. Realistically, what we want to get going with this is we need Mega Kangaskhan for draw, and we need the Latias. So we're running 2 Latias EX in here, and I think 3 Mega Kangaskhan's because that's our draw support. Oh god, and then we're running the Ogre Pawn Raging Bolt, and then we also have a Lilies in here for like mirror matchups or Dragapult. So we'll kind of see where we're at. I mean, we got a few options here. We can certainly hope to Lilies and get into a better option. We need to get this Chen Pao out of the active because that'd be the worst if that's what gets stuck in there. If they sob us in the active, right? So I don't know. Is this a little bit of a mirror match, or not mirror match, right? But is this another Dragapult deck? I mean, I think it kind of looks like it. This is kind of what we were running on our first runs tonight. So, oh my gosh. I guess we're just going to attach. Oh man, we'll wait. We'll wait because we want to get into Latias anyways. So we got to hope we get into Latias, which we didn't. I guess we can still attach retreat. And let's see what we can get here out of this Mega Kangaskhan. All right, thank you so much for jumping in. Yeah, it might be bedtime, right? But hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Really enjoyed having you in the chat. It's been awesome. Yeah, really appreciate you, 86, man. Have a good one. All right, so you know, kind of off to a struggle here to start with. I mean, at least having Cyrano on our next turn, we have a few more options. You know, I'm not upset if they clutch us. I don't know. I mean, is he doing this to get Crispin? He might be getting his own Cyrano, to tell you the truth. So he can try to get, oh, or Lily's Determination. I guess if your hand's that bad, right? You know, it's interesting they're running the Meowth with this. I think I'm unsure what their main draw engine, just the Ogre Pawn. A little bit different than the iteration we were playing earlier today. Or is this just the Ogre Pawn, right? Is its main attacker Ogre Pawn? We'll kind of have to see how this plays out for sure. I guess let's go here. So we gotta hope. I'm hoping we can get some decent cards out of these teal dances, right? And then we could also attach, and then we'll be able to be hitting with Mega Kangaskhan, right? I mean, it's just like a secondary attacker, so it could work out. It could be all right. Let's see what we get going here. All right, so I think we're gonna go here and let's get our errand run and see what's up after that. Blast trumpet doesn't help us here. Yeah, so I'm still unsure what their main attacker is. Is it supposed to be Ogerpon? I mean, hard to know. I mean, certainly been a lot of different Terra boxes. You know, if they're running some other Terra Pokemon, it'll be interesting to see if it's like a Pikachu. You know, that Terra Pikachu EX is always a problem for Raging Bolt, right? So, you know, and realistically, having to hit one heads here, that won't be the worst thing in the world if they just sob us again. I got faith we'll hit heads, right? Just like earlier, we got to throw a head. You'll have to throw a heads up in the chat though if we got to hit the heads. This might give us at least some better answers what they're running. Oh yeah, so they definitely running a Raging Bolt. I feel like that's definitely what's coming. A Meowth, bro. I'm so confused now. So. What are they going to Meowth for a Lilies again? They going to they got such a bad hand they got to get rid of it all together. Because it's interesting. I would have thought they could have just bossed up our Chen Pao. I mean, I feel like that's probably a better play in that option, right? So, man, their hand must be just not good. Some absolute trash. All right, thanks everybody for checking out the channel, man. Jump in the chat. Let me know what you're up to tonight, how things are going. We're running multiple different Raging Bolt decks tonight, kind of seeing which one we like the best, like what runs the best for us. You know, what these guys are running is different than any of the ones we've gone through tonight. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm hopeful we just get the Crispin and hit a heads and take a KO to start with. We'll kind of see what happens. Again, realistically, with this deck, we're trying to go 2-2-2 or 3-3. So even if they get a KO on the Mega Kangaskhan, it's not changing the matchup. They're still going to need 3 KOs for the most part. Not that they couldn't get to 2 Mega Kangaskhan's, but we would just have to be really careful with putting the next Mega Kangaskhan out if they take another, a knockout on one. But again, it's our main draw engine, so that's something we'd have to kind of look at and matchup dependent, right? With like a Mega Lucario, we certainly wouldn't want to have 2 Mega Kangaskhan's out there. That'd be bad for us for sure. And so how much damage are they going to be doing with the Ogerpon, right? So if we're at 1, 2, 3, they'd be at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they'd be at 6, 7, 8, 9. So, I mean, they could take a knockout with a Teal Mask Ogerpon. I guess if we run into the energy switch, we can, well, damn, there you go. So I think that makes this work the way we want, right? So we're just going to E-switch onto the active and attach, and then that way we can KO, I think, the biggest worry they have on the board. So I think that turned out working well for us in that instance for sure. But again, we need heads, right? So you got to jump in the chat. You got to hit me with a heads because that's what we need. We need a heads on this turn. And think we need anything else? We're not using any of these. No. We're not doing that. All right, heads, bro. Come on, get the heads. Heads. Let's go. Bro. We just needed 1 heads out of that, right? So disappointing. So, we gotta hope they don't have another like they don't have another energy for attachment. If they do, I think we're cooked. Again, we talked about this in the last one, right? I mean, when we're using Pokemon Catcher, you hit heads, it feels amazing, right? You feel like you made the best play. You hit tails, it feels like the worst thing you could have ever done, right? So, not only did we just boss up their best Pokemon and not get the KO, let's just hope they hurt themselves by using that other teal dance, right? They needed that energy on the active. Well, there you go. All right, well, let's get into the next one, see if we can get something better to start with, right? That's not a great start for sure. Not what we were looking for. Again, guys, please jump in the chat. Let me know what's going on tonight. Let me know if there's any decks you want to see tested. Again, tonight we're running Ragin Bolt. Probably got another... we can hopefully get another 4 or 5 matchups in tonight. Let's kind of see how it runs. I wanted to see that last matchup. Unfortunately, nothing really played out the way we needed it to. And we're hitting tails, bro. Like, I feel like I've hit 7 out of 10 tails, 8 out of 10 are tails. Isn't it supposed to be 5 out of 10? Isn't that how maths, right? All right, man. Let's see what we got going here in this matchup. Hopefully something decent. Well, I mean, I'll take either Grass Energy or a Raging Bolt out of these 2 cards. All right, let's see what we got going. That's interesting, right? So we got a Psychic deck with as Erosic Machinations. Let's see what happens. Yeah, and if you guys haven't, please go smash the like button. You know, we only got 4 of them on there tonight, so go do that, man. Hit the like button. And if you haven't, go check the channel out. Let me know what you think of the videos and stuff. Bro, what is going on here? Yeah, this is interesting. I've seen this Mimikyu before, but only in pre-release. I have not seen this played in a deck after pre-releases. It's gonna be interesting to see what this plays like, right? What? That spiky energy, right? So, Alright, well... I mean, I think we got the KO, right? We just Ultra Ball, Crispin. I think it could be over already, man. Let's go see what happens. I'd be okay with a KO this fast, right? I'm trying to get the W's up there. Let's go here. Let's get rid of the boss and a Crispin. Unless we prized every Raging Bolt, that would be extremely difficult to imagine, right? But I've had stuff like that happen, right? What the heck? Oh, dude, I'm fucking, bro. And pass. Man, my bad. I totally forgot. I was going to try to use 2 supporters, right? Gosh dang it, getting too late. I gotta refocus in here. Again, guys, jump in the chat. Let me know what's going on. If this is your first time you've been on the feed, we're trying to get the channel growing, right? Hit 1,000 subs this weekend. We were super stoked about that. Extremely happy for the growth, and we certainly love the support that you guys give us. So, again, if you can, smash the like button. Whoa. This is absolutely wild, right? I've seen some of these Mega Clefable decks before, and they all have weird inclusions for sure. I don't know. Let's go here. although I've seen several of these decks, right, with the Mega Clefables, none of them have been good, right? None of them are actually successful decks, so we're going to have to see what happens with this. I really am unsure what to think about it, to tell you the truth. And unfortunately, we started a little bit behind. Having Meowth is certainly going to come up clutch, I think, in this next turn. But I don't mind going up 2-0. I'm sure we'll get a 3-prize knockout here at some point too. And at least we survived through that, so I mean, it's whatever. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so again, trying to figure out a few other... Ooh, okay, that's not where I thought we were going. This Metronome is certainly an interesting attack. Again, I haven't seen either of these Pokemon since a pre-release. Choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. Okay, well, let's go here. I don't think we need E-Switch or that Night Stretcher, so... I mean, realistically, we're in an okay spot, right? I mean, I was assuming this was going to be the Mega Clefable, so... That wasn't necessarily what I was looking for, but whatever. Let's go here. Grab this grass. Oh, no, we don't want to attach, bro. That could have been another. that could have been bad again too, right? Yes, we want the Crispin. Yeah, interesting. I mean, I'm unsure. I mean, if they don't have an energy in hand, then we'll probably end up taking an easy W. So let's see where we end up after this. Again, I really dislike single prize decks with these Raging Bolts because we just run into a lot of trouble. Unsure. I think we're going to keep one of them on here. I don't think it necessarily is going to matter. We're going to be able to get KOs pretty easy. So let's see what happens after this. What their turn's going to look like. I mean, don't mind Prime Catcher, right? But again, if they don't have energy, I think it's over. Oh well. What, they got a energy search? Yeah, not surprising, right? But I mean, realistically, if they take the attack here, they still have to get rid of both energies to take the knockout. So we just need one more grass energy to take the KO on our next turn, right? So. Well, hopefully we run into it here. I'd be fine with that. And unfortunately, we can't get Mega Kangaskhan in the active and attack, right? So, let's go get a Fez, because then we still got a shot at taking the win in this turn, right? So let's go there, go here and here. Come on, we just need a grass energy. I'll take a bug catching set too. Damn, bro, neither of them that. All right, I guess pass, man. Not necessarily where we wanted to go with that turn, right? unfortunately didn't hit that grass energy, and we have a ton of them, right? 1, 2, 3. I mean, we still have 5 grass energies in our deck. You know, this is certainly an interesting deck that they're playing with. Hard to believe it again that it's going to be successful. Okay. There. We don't need that one. We don't need that one. Okay, I guess pass, right? I mean, not a whole bunch going on here. This is really disappointing with how our draw's been going. I mean, I think the fact that we didn't have the Mega Kangaskhan in play, it just slows us down so fast, right? What is going on here? If your opponent's like, so 240 for 3 energy out of this Miraidon. Okay. Man, we gotta get something rolling here. This is when I start getting a little frustrated with Pokemon itself, right? Is we literally haven't done anything for 3 turns, and that's not very much fun. All right, well, let's see what we get out of Fez and where we can get going from here. Okay, so we'll go here. I mean, realistically, I don't think they have another chance at a KO on their next turn. I think we got to take out the Clefable. It puts us on even prizes anyways. And then we're in a decent spot for the next one anyways. So just take this KO. Let's see where we wind up with. Even if they try to corner us, we got the Prime Catcher. So I think we'll be in an okay spot. Let's go see here. And they already used their A-Spec, right, with the Deluxe Bomb, so yeah, we should be okay. I think, you know, I think what they're gonna, if they can boss up and clutch something as their play, and we already got the Meowth in hand, so we can go get the Crispin anyways. So I think we're in a decent spot, right? Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of over. Yes. Oh, bro. What the heck? Where all the energy at, man? Oh, Christ. Well, I mean, I think we need to get the energy retrieval then. I mean, we've got Glass Trumpet into E-Switch, so I guess we're going to be okay. So I guess we found a way to the win anyways, because we'll just E-Switch this over, and then we'll Prime Catcher, right? So that's one way to get the W. Alright, and then Prime Catcher here. Yeah, 7, 14, 21, 28, we got it. Alright, I mean, again, this is what I found with these, with some of these decks, even though they look really fun, right? Are they actually successful? Probably not, right? And unfortunately, I like winning too much, so it's hard for me to play decks that I know I'm not taking wins with. Alright, well, at least we got a W out of that. See what we're running into this next match. I think it'll probably be our last one for tonight. Starting to drag a little bit, right? Now that we're pushing to 1 a.m., I'm feeling it a bit. I mean, so on the night with Ragin Bolt, right? We're sitting at 4-4 with all the iterations that we've played. You know, we started off 2-1 with the Noctowl line. We went 1-2 with the one that had 0 support, right? It was just Ogre Pawn Raging Bolt essentially, and that one we went 1-2 with. But I think those matchups were also a little bit tougher. And now we're 1-1 with the with the Mega Kangaskhan lineup. And we didn't even get anything good that last game. We struggled in that last one and still found a way to win. So, I mean, this will be an okay start, at least having Kangaskhan in the active. And we always want to go first, right? I think that's kind of the way to go. All right, let's run into some Ogre Pawns here. I'd be fine with that. I mean, Bug Catch and Set will get us there, right? So what's the right play, man? Do we attach to Mega Kangaskhan? I mean, we can, right? I mean, I think, well, here and here. I mean, I think we need Latios, right? Because we just don't want to be stuck in the active. I think we're going to attach here to Mega Kangaskhan, so we at least have a shot at the knockout on the next turn. Let's kind of see where it plays out. Be interesting to see what they're actually running. You know, we saw a Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck here a couple matchups ago, and that's the first one I've ran into in a while. I mean, it's probably been a minute since I've seen a Marnie's Grimmsnarl. All right, so probably just Soul Dragapult, right? I mean, they didn't get anything else out, so I'm assuming that's what we're running into here. Should be a decent, should be decent for us with this matchup, I feel like. Where all our lightning energy, man? So we at least prize 2 lightning energy, unless I think we discarded 1, maybe. No. So that's we could run into some issues now that we don't have that. We don't have lightning energy, but we know there's 2 of them prized over here. So let's kind of see what happens with that. You know, I always forget to run errand early in the turn, because sometimes it could change what we want to do, right? So at least that run errand was pretty dang good, getting an Ogre Pawn and a grass, right? I'll take that. All right, well, let's start off with a KO and see where we go from here. Usually when I'm trying to hit into a Badoo, I hit like 4 heads in a row, right? So I don't need any heads, and I get a ton of them. And then we go into we needed 1 earlier, and we couldn't even hit a single heads. That's usually how it ends up running, right? You don't need the heads, you get it. You need the heads, you don't get it. Be interesting if they're gonna Badoo us again, right? I mean, I wish we had a boss. I mean, we could run into a Meowth here, and that could change some things. But a boss wouldn't hurt my feelings here. Let's just top deck a boss, right? I mean, we don't have to top deck it. We're going to teal dance twice. Yeah, I mean, we definitely need the boss, right? Because they're going into Dragapult on this next turn. All right, and then I said I'm unsure what we're going to play in the next stream. You know, the Steven Metagross is a deck I want to get some more practice with, so we could do Steven's Metagross next. Oh, well, okay. I guess we can use the Meowth for the boss if we don't get it here with these teal dances. I'd rather not have to Meowth for it, but we'll see. I mean, Meowth is just such a liability, especially against this Dragapult deck. Or do we just take the KO? I mean, realistically, I don't think it's going to matter what we take out at this point. And we still got 2 more chances at a boss. And neither of those is it, right? So... yeah, I guess we'll just take the KO. I mean, I don't love that, but I also don't hate it. Yeah, there we go. At least it was only 2 heads this time. Like I said, man, one time I hit 6 heads on a Badoo. That was the biggest disappointment I've ever had, right? Like, gosh dang it, right? We're wasting all that on there. Yeah, so if you've got some decks you want to see, hit me up in the chat if there's a certain deck you want to see on stream. Not too much that I'm really opposed to. I got to get Yanmega up and going because that's been voted on before. I just got to get that put into the chat or into TCG Live. Kind of see where this works out. I'm unsure. You know, I feel like we're in a good spot, but with Dragapult, they're always able to come from behind, right? So, you know, losing Ionos makes a huge difference, but we're going to get special red card in Chaos Rising, and Dragapult gets so much better once Chaos Rising's out, and so you see that in Japan. Dragapult's a lot better now than it was pre Ninja Spinner for them. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a problem, right? They're going to get a Noctowl and the Dragapult, so then they're probably going to be able to get... I'm unsure where they're trying to... If they're going to be running the Neo Upper, or if they're going to be running Unfair Stamp. I think it's probably one or the other, right? So let's kind of see where this goes. I mean, I guess all we need to do is hit 3 heads, right? That's it, right? That's all we need, right? 3 heads. But realistically, we're going to go into Raging Bolt, or we can go into Lily's Clefairy as well. I'm not sure which one's better. All right, well, let's get rid of this. Both of us have massive benches now, right? I mean, that's crazy. Both of us having these huge benches. Let's go here. And realistically, we don't have to Crispin since we have E-Switch, but I think we're going to Crispin, right? So let's see. But didn't we see earlier, right? We're out of... We don't have another Lightning Energy in there, so we're going to have to E-Switch the Lightning Energy onto it anyways. But I know we got some Fighting Energies in there, so... We're going to be okay. We'll make it work here. E-Switch is going to come in huge for sure in this. Let's go here. Yeah, I mean, I think we're sitting in a good spot, right? We're going to be going up. We're going to be going up 4-0, and they got barely any damage on the board at this point, so. Let's go here. E-switch that lightning over. And I find it hard to believe we're not going to hit another lightning out of our prizes, right? The fact that we got all of them over there. And I guess let's go take the KO. Seven, 14... 21, 28, and 35. Yeah, I don't know if they have a way to KO the Raging Bolt, right? Unless they're running Lilies with Crispin. I think that's like the only option they're going to have. I think they're a ways away from that, and realistically, that doesn't scare me. If they're into lilies, that's going to be such an easy KO for us, right? So, see where we get out of this. I think we're going to end up with a W for sure to end the night. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I think we're getting realistically, they got no way to get a KO here, right? And we already got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. We already got the KO in energy on board. Kind of surprised they haven't conceded yet, right? I mean, it's kind of over. And what other plays could they have? I don't know if they've got anyone. So someone asked me earlier, because we have in our Dragapult decks we're running Lily's Clefairy, and someone asked me why you would, and this is one of the matchups of why. Not that it wins them this match, but you know, in mirror matches it makes a massive difference. All right, well, game time. Glad we took a W there with that one. Again, so all night we've been running different Raging Bolt options. This is the one I found to be a little bit more successful for me. However, the Noctowl line was also really, really good, so I got to get more run with both. And see which one I actually like better and which one runs the best. Again, tonight this was definitely the best one. I mean, we went 3-1, I think, with this iteration. And I went 11-3 the other night with this same deck. So I think part of it is just how I play. I think this one again is more aggressive, and that's what I like to run too. So I don't know, man. We ready? We need one. We need to get one more in. We think we can get one more game in real quick. I think we can get one more, right? I think we can finish it off with another W, and then I gotta hit the hay and get ready for work tomorrow. All right, let's get one more matchup here. Let's get a W. I'm feeling good. We're getting some good runs in. We got a win streak going here, so we might as well continue it, right? Again, if you haven't, please go smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Would love to get your support. We've been pressing really hard here lately. We got to 1,000 subs this weekend, and we really are trying to push up our watch hours, and we're trying to put out the best content we can for the viewers. So let me know too if there's something you want to see different, if we're missing on something we need to. Damn, hey Zero, man. Man, I'm about done. I just added one more game, and I was about to go to bed, so I'm glad you jumped in real quick. Yes, we want to go first. Man, I feel like I got sneezed. Bro, this is the second game we've started with Chen Pao in the active, man. That's like, what the heck, man? Such a bad start for this deck, right? All right, let's see what we got going. I mean, I think this is a decent matchup for us, right? Realistically, we're able to take some 3-prize knockouts, so... Man, what a bad start. We have anything? We can't do a single thing? Attach pass? Come on, bro. What the hell? That was not what I was looking for. All right, just a second, chat. I gotta go grab a snack real quick. My blood sugar going low. well, not a whole bunch going for us on that first turn, right? I mean, at least we can Lily's Determination and get the heck out of this hand, because it was not good. Oh, hey, man. Well, glad you were in for sure. All right, let's see here. Let's get here. Retreat. Yeah, been a decent night, right? I mean, I know we talked about Ragin Bolt yesterday. I don't think it's gone as good as I had hoped by any means. I mean, we gotta hope he doesn't hit 6 hit. I mean, I can't remember how many they do. They do 100 damage per water energy, so we gotta just hope they don't hit 3. Otherwise, we're way behind, right? But I think we're gonna be able to catch up in this for sure. Yeah, thanks, man. Gold energies for show. Like I said, one of my favorite things having the gold energies. Be interesting here if they do. Oh well, never mind. I was gonna say it'd be interesting if they don't have the water energy, but they do. So, well, there they go, out to a 3-0 start, and we're way behind already, right? So, not what we wanted to see. I mean, I guess we can get into Fez at least and hope that we get a shot at getting a KO. I mean, if we can also get into a 3-prize knockout here, I think we're okay. You played someone with the same deck. Is that what you're saying? I mean, is Fez the right play, or do we go into Crispin? And we got 714. That'd be 2128. 35, right? So let me see here. If we get Meowth into Crispin, we'd be Crispin attached, so that'd be 714, 2128. So I guess we can just go. I think this is the safer bet for now. I don't know. We'll see. I think we could have gone either way, but kind of depends on what they're going to have in their hand too. Yeah. I mean, I think it's such an interesting deck, and I don't know. I think it's hard to know. Sometimes it can be great, right? I think. Okay, so we go here and here. But similar, like we were just talking about with like Pokemon Catcher and our Mega Kangaskhan. I mean, if it hits, you feel awesome. You're like, damn, that's an unbelievable card. It worked great. But when you don't get what you need, you feel like it's the worst play, right? So, all right. So 7, 14, 21, 7, 14, 21, 28, and 35 for the KO. Yeah, like I've been saying, right? I always tell the kid we got to math first, right? So I had to go make sure we could take that KO. So that was legit. Well, hopefully these 3 cards help us, right? Because we don't have a whole bunch in hand. And Prime Catcher could be decent if they got to hide in the background, which they're not. So. Yeah, that's a terrible start for them if they got Kyogre for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm still unsure, right? I like the idea of Mega Starmie. I just haven't seen a deck that I like. Not that, I mean, Frostlass is probably the way to go. I mean, we should be okay, right? I'm not going to put out any more Mega Kangaskhan, so they can't take another 3-prize knockout. And they're not taking a KO here, so... I mean, realistically, we got a decent shot at this. I mean, I guess we could also just prime up. Okay, well, let's see what we got going here. I mean, because if we prime up the Mega, whatever his name is, what the heck's his name? Our Abomasnow, right? So if we get Abomasnow in the active, I mean, I think we're in a decent place. So let's go here, retreat. Crispin, I think, is going to be our play, right? You know, we got the Meowth for next turn, so I mean, at least we got a couple options for sure to get going on the next one. Yeah, I don't know. Are they going to have a way out of the active? I'm not really sure if that's going to happen. So we see 714. Oh, dude, what the heck, bro? This is what happens when I get too tired, right? I mean, I guess if they don't take a KO, we still can get it, right? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. I mean, if they're stuck in the active, we'll still take the win. God damn it, but they ain't. Christ. Oh, poop, man. Totally misplayed that, man. That really, really frustrates me. Yeah, we're running Clefairy in here. So that's why we got the Psychic Energy. God dang it. My bad, man. We totally misplayed the hell out of that. So disappointing. Well, let's see here. We got Crispin. We'll be able to Energy Attract. So 714, 21, 28. And we at least got a couple chances to get back into this. I think we need to hit another Grass Energy. And then I think we still got the KO for the win. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to do it. Let's get rid of that. Let's go here. Yeah, I don't know. Are they going to have a way to get out into Abomasnow? I mean, realistically, they're going to take the KO here anyways. We got to hope we can get out of the stadium, which we can't. So let's go here. So I'm trying to see if we got another way into this. I guess if we get the glass trumpet. Dang, my bad guys. That should have been an easy dub. Unfortunately, getting too late. Couldn't play very well in that match. That's such a bummer. My bad. That's totally on me, right? As we say, oh man, that's my bad, yos. All right, guys. Well, I definitely gotta get out of here. I certainly appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being in here, watching the gameplay. I'm hoping we'll be on again later in the week. I won't be on tomorrow. And I work Thursday night. Plus, it's the draft, so I don't know. I might be on during the draft, but I'll be talking about the draft and not as much Pokemon like I usually do. And then Saturday we got a cup we're going to in Vale, so we're driving up to that, and then we got a challenge Sunday. So I don't know how much I'll be live streaming. I'll probably get some videos out on how we did and what Parker did too with his. No, I mean, that's the truth, right? it's not just the fact that they're able to play, they do. It's after 9 hours of Pokemon, right? So at NAIC last year, those dudes were literally putting in a 9-hour day of straight Pokemon at top levels on the table. And I was gassed after 4 or 5 matchups. So that's part of why we start doing some of this training with Parker to be ready for the bigger tournaments. So he's been playing some live on his own. We're tomorrow night, we're actually getting together with a bunch of dudes, and instead of doing a poker night, we're doing a Pokemon night, right? So we'll get together and get some matches in, and Parker will do the same with us. And then you know, before we get to the regional, we try to get a bunch of tournament play in so he's ready for longer days. Because it does take a toll on us as adults, but especially the kid, right? I mean, he's 11, right? The fact that we're staying up all night trying to get ready for tournaments, and he can still find ways to be good. So, yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine being on center stage after an 8-hour day, and now you got to play some dude playing Gardevoir, and it's your least favorite deck to play against, right? I mean, yeah, pretty wild. Those guys are pretty impressive. Yeah, it's pretty cool at the large events when you see these guys and how well they can put it together. You know, I don't know if that's necessarily my goal even to ever get to that point. I think my goal is just to keep having fun and playing Pokemon because I love the community. So that's why I really enjoy you guys. And when you guys jump in the chat, it's certainly great anytime we get a chat about Pokemon and our adventures through this. And again, we're very lucky. Parker and I are really lucky that my wife supports us, and even though I know we spend too much time doing it at times, she's great support, and certainly we're very thankful for that. So yeah, dude, mathing with numbers after a long ass day ain't ever easy, right? So yeah, dude, glad you jumped in here, Zero, at the end. Thank you so much, and certainly looking forward to getting in some more matches this week. And again, I'm hoping I can have a successful cup this weekend. Hopefully we come home with a couple of new playmats. The Mega Lucario, Mega Gardevoir playmat looks freaking sick, and so I'm excited to get that one. I mean, I don't know if any of them look as good as this Charizard one. I'm gonna have to move the camera, right? But you know, this last challenge, Parker won the you know, let me see if I can get the camera fixed again. But yeah, Parker won this one at the last challenge, right? That one's so sick. I was bummed out that I wasn't good enough to get the Charizard mat because this thing's so cool. That's okay. Maybe I'll find another mat I like more than the Charizard. Probably hard to imagine, right? Yeah, but again, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't, please go subscribe, smash the like button on the video, and go check out some of our other videos, and let me know what you guys think. I love constructive feedback. So if you guys can tell me how you think things are going for the channel and what we need to change, yeah, I'd certainly appreciate it. And yeah, bro, this might be the sickest mat we got. I think Pikachu's pretty far up there. That Pikachu championship mat he got is sick. But Charizard, the Charizard Y one might take the cake, right? Or this, my bad, this Charizard X. So anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I certainly appreciate you, and like always, have a Poketastic day.